What if everything you've been taught about reality was a lie? Not a malicious lie, but a lie born of forgetting. A forgetting of who you truly are. You have been taught to ask, to hope, to wait. But you were not born to be a beggar at the gates of reality. You were born to be its architect. The power isn't out there. It's not in the stars, in a book, or in a guru. It's the very consciousness listening through your ears right now. It is the great I Am. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we are not going to learn something new. We are going to remember the ancient laws of creation and the words that command the universe to obey. By the end of this audio, the person who started listening will no longer exist. Listen closely. Let the world outside fade away. There's a whisper, an ancient truth waiting to be reclaimed by your very own consciousness. In 1927, deep within the silent peaks of the Himalayas, a manuscript was uncovered. It didn't speak of begging the universe for favors or hoping for a fortunate turn of events. No. Its message was far more potent, far more direct. It revealed a stunning secret. The universe doesn't respond to your pleas. It responds to your commands. This is the first layer of the great mystery, the foundational shift that changes everything. You have been taught to ask, to hope, to wish. But the real power, the operant power that shapes worlds, lies not in asking, but in decreeing. Your inner world is the only cause, and its language is not one of supplication, but of command. I am speaking to the very core of you now. This isn't just information, it's a remembrance. You are the power you've been searching for. And that power awakens when you stop asking and start declaring what is already yours. It's a subtle shift, but it holds the key to everything. This secret echoes through the corridors of time, a golden thread woven into the fabric of all great philosophies. It was Napoleon Hill who brought this to the modern world, a prophet in a business suit. He declared with unwavering certainty that your thoughts are not idle whispers. They are things. They are tangible, creative forces. His timeless principle, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, has been repeated for generations. But there's a hidden detail, a missing ingredient that most have overlooked. It is not enough to merely believe. You must command. You must command with a faith so absolute, so unshakable, that it becomes a law unto itself. This is the secret assumption. It's the feeling that what you desire is not something you are trying to get, but something you are allowing to be expressed. It is a state of being you select, not a prize you win. This is the difference between hoping for rain and commanding the clouds. One is a state of lack, the other, a state of power. You already are the master of your reality. The only thing missing is your conscious command. Now, go deeper. This isn't New Age rhetoric. This is ancient law, etched into the most sacred texts. Look at the Bible, not as a history book, but as a mystical guide to your own consciousness. The verse from Job 22:28 is not a suggestion, it is a spiritual directive. You will decide on a matter, and it will be established for you. Ponder those words. You will decide. Not, you will ask. Not, you will hope. You will decide. And what is a decision, if not a command issued from the throne of your own consciousness? It is a decree. It is the final word. When you decide, you cut off all other possibilities. You select a single reality from the infinite field of potential and claim it as your own. This is the operant power in action. You are not begging a distant deity. You are aligning with the I Am within, the creative power that has always resided in you. The universe simply mirrors your conviction. It has no choice but to establish that which you have decreed. Your word is law in your reality. So, how have you been speaking to the universe? Have you been a beggar or a king? Have you been pleading for scraps from the table of abundance? Or have you been sitting at the head of the table, claiming your divine inheritance? The manuscript's discovery, Hill's philosophy, and the sacred texts all point to a single, undeniable truth. Your reality is a direct reflection of your inner commands. This is the imagination's true role. It is not for idle daydreaming. Your imagination is the workshop of God. the very place where you construct the state you wish to experience. When you command, you are impressing a new pattern onto your subconscious mind, the fertile soil from which all of your experiences grow. You are not trying to change the world outside, you are changing the assumption within. And as the inner world shifts, the outer world has no choice but to conform. The feeling is the key. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is the command that the universe obeys without question. This is the Great Awakening. You are moving from a state of passive hope to a state of active creation. You are realizing that you are not a victim of circumstance, but the creator of it. Every thought, every feeling, every inner conversation is a command shaping your tomorrow. The manuscript from the Himalayas wasn't just a collection of words. It was an activation code. A code that reminds you that your consciousness is the one and only reality. Your decrees are not just words spoken into the void. They are vibrational signatures that reorganize the very fabric of existence around you. You already are everything you could ever desire to be. The process of manifestation is simply the process of commanding yourself to become aware of what you already possess. This is the secret. It was never about getting something. It was always about realizing you already have it. It's about selection, not creation. You select the state, and the state manifests. You have understood that your commands shape your world. But that's only the surface. What if I told you there are specific vibrational codes? Words so potent, so aligned with the creative matrix of the universe, that they act as a master key to the inner world. The same masters who guarded the Himalayan manuscript in 1927 did not just reveal that you must command, they revealed how. They identified 7 sacred words of power. These are not mere words. Think of them as vibrational frequencies, tuning forks for your consciousness. When spoken with intention, with feeling, they have the power to reorganize the quantum field around you. They are a direct line to your own divine authority. This is the technology of the soul, the forgotten language of creation. You are about to receive the sequence that unlocks your operant power in its purest form. Prepare your inner state. These words are an inheritance, a birthright, and they awaken now within you. They are, I am, I decree, now, it is done, it is consummated, so it is, I manifest. Here's what changes everything. Each of these 7 words carries a precise spiritual weight, a unique frequency that performs a specific function in the art of selection. It begins with, I am. This is not just a statement of existence, it is the ultimate recognition of your divine identity. When you say, I am, you are claiming the name of God as your own. You are announcing to the universe that you are not a separate, powerless being, but the very consciousness that creates worlds. It is the foundation of all manifestation. Following this is, I decree. This is you, in your I am consciousness, assuming vibrational command. It is the moment you step into your authority as the operant power in your reality. You are no longer asking, you are directing. You are issuing a spiritual law. These first 2 words shift you from a state of hoping to a state of knowing. They ignite the engine of creation within your soul, establishing your rightful place as the center of your universe. Now go deeper. The sequence continues with, now. This word anchors your command in the only moment that ever exists, the present. Creation does not happen in the future. It is always happening now. By declaring now, you are collapsing time. You are pulling your desired reality from the realm of potential into the immediate, tangible present. You are commanding your subconscious mind to accept this new reality as a current fact. Then comes, it is done. This is the seal. This powerful declaration closes the cycle of desire. It eliminates all doubt, all waiting, all questioning. It is a statement of absolute finality. You are not hoping it will be done. You are acknowledging that in the inner world, where all creation begins and ends, it is already a completed fact. This is the faith of a master. It is the calm certainty that the moment the command is given, the result is inevitable. You are simply observing the unfolding, but the surrender is just as important as the command. That is the purpose of it is consummated. This phrase is your act of faith-filled release. You have planted the seed. Now you must trust the soil. It is consummated, signifies mission complete. You surrender the how and the when to a higher wisdom, trusting that the forces of the universe are already arranging the details perfectly. After surrender comes agreement, with "so it is." For this is your confirmation of divine harmony. It is an affirmation that your decree is in perfect alignment with the universal law. You are agreeing with the higher reality you have just selected. It is a cosmic amen, a stamp of approval from your deepest self. And finally, the bridge to the visible world. I manifest. This is not a plea. This is an activation. It is the command that initiates the materialization process, the final push that makes the unseen seen. It declares that the physical evidence must now appear, conforming to the blueprint you have established within. This 7-part decree is a complete cycle of creation, from the recognition of your power to its final material expression. It is a symphony of frequencies. I am connects you to the source. I decree claims your authority, now brings it to the present. It is done confirms its completion in spirit. It is consummated releases it with faith. So it is aligns it with universal law, and I manifest commands its appearance in your world. This is not a magic spell. It is a spiritual formula. It is the conscious use of your inherent creative power. The masters of 1927 understood that the universe is built on order and vibration. By using these words, you are speaking its native language. You are aligning your personal will with the universal will. You are moving from being a piece on the chessboard of life to being the hand that moves the pieces. This is your power. This is your birthright. It's time to claim it. You have the words. You feel their power. But for the part of your mind that still clings to the visible world, let's pull back the veil even further. This isn't just mysticism. It's physics. It's biology. Modern neuroscience is just now catching up to what the ancient masters knew all along. Researchers have discovered that when you make a decree, a strong, emotional, clear, and convicted statement, something remarkable happens inside your brain. It's as if a switch is flipped. A neural power center, a potent network linked to your sense of identity, motivation, and focus, ignites with startling intensity. Your brain, the most sophisticated instrument in the known universe, literally begins to rewire itself. It doesn't just hear your words. It receives them as a command to construct a new reality, a new you. This is the tangible biological echo of your spiritual authority. Your operant power isn't a vague concept. It's a measurable force that reorganizes the very neurology of your being. Here's what changes everything. That activation is not a fleeting spark. It's the beginning of a profound transformation. Your brain, in its infinite intelligence, immediately starts to reorganize your perceptions and behaviors to match the new identity you have just decreed. It begins to filter your reality differently. It will point out opportunities you were blind to before. It will quiet the inner voices of doubt that sabotaged you. It will give you the energy and drive to take actions that are in perfect alignment with your command. You are literally building a new self-image at the neurological level. You are forging new pathways of thought, belief, and action. The old state, the old you, begins to wither away from lack of attention, while this new, powerful identity becomes your default setting. This is the science behind becoming. You decree who you are, and your brain obediently begins to build the vessel for that new consciousness to inhabit. Now go deeper. Napoleon Hill was a master of this process, though he spoke in the language of his time. When he insisted on the repetition of positive affirmations with faith, he was describing this exact neurological process. He knew that repetition was the key to bypassing the conscious critical mind and impressing an idea directly upon the subconscious. Your subconscious mind does not argue. It does not judge. It simply accepts the commands it is given and works tirelessly to bring them into physical form. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing, and it also controls your reality. By repeating your decree, you are saturating your subconscious with a new truth, a new assumption. Once that assumption takes root, your subconscious mind has no choice but to act accordingly. It will orchestrate events, people, and circumstances in the outer world to perfectly mirror the new belief you have installed in the inner world. This is not magic, it's the law of mind. And there's more. The physical response is immediate and powerful. The very act of decreeing with conviction releases a cascade of powerful neurotransmitters into your system. Chemicals like dopamine, the molecule of motivation, and serotonin, the molecule of well-being, flood your body. You feel good. You feel certain. You feel powerful. This feeling isn't just a pleasant side effect. It is a critical part of the process. This internal chemical state, this feeling of well-being and belief in the future, is a magnetic force. It's a vibration that you broadcast out into the quantum field. The universe, in its infinite intelligence, responds to that vibration. Like your inner state of victory, fueled by your own internal chemistry, begins to attract external victory. Your feeling is the key. You are not just changing your mind. You are changing your body's frequency, turning yourself into a resonant magnet for the reality you have commanded. So you see, the ancient wisdom and modern science are telling you the same story. Your word is creative power. When you decree, you are not just speaking. You are initiating a chain reaction that begins in the core of your neurons, floods your body with the chemistry of success, rewires your subconscious beliefs, and broadcasts a powerful signal to the universe. You are a complete system of creation. Every part of you, from your soul to your cells, is designed to respond to your conscious command. There is no separation between the spiritual and the physical. Your consciousness is the force that directs your biology, and your biology is the instrument that shapes your physical world. You already are a master of this process. It's happening every moment of every day with your inner conversations. The only change is to now do it consciously, with purpose, and with the unshakable faith that comes from knowing how it all works. You have the words of power. You understand the science that makes them real. But now we arrive at the very heart of creation, the engine that drives it all. Decreeing is not just speaking words into the air. If you do that, they are empty shells. The real operant power, the force that collapses worlds into being, is feeling. To decree is to vibrate. It is to emotionally immerse your entire being in the absolute, unshakable certainty that what you have spoken is already a finished fact. This is the great secret. You must feel it first. Before you see any evidence in the outer world, you must generate the feeling of your wish fulfilled in the sanctuary of your inner world. This is not pretending. This is a state of realization. You are selecting a reality through feeling, and your body is the sacred instrument that generates the required frequency. Your consciousness commands, but it's your feeling that creates. Without feeling, a decree is just a wish. With feeling, it becomes a law of the universe. Napoleon Hill knew this better than anyone. He stated with prophetic clarity that emotion is the fuel of faith. Without emotion, faith is just a passive idea. But when you infuse your faith with intense positive emotion, it becomes an unstoppable force. He said faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, and emotion is what paves that bridge, making it solid enough for your desires to cross over into your reality. Think of it this way. Your imagination creates the blueprint. Your decree is the command to build, but your feeling, your emotion, is the actual power that assembles the atoms and arranges the circumstances. This is why feeling is the key, is the ultimate truth of this work. You cannot deceive the universe. You can't speak words of abundance while feeling lack and expect abundance to appear. Your subconscious mind and the quantum field respond to your dominant vibration, your true emotional state. Now go deeper into the core of this mystery. The ultimate secret of this process, the one that separates the masters from the students, is this. You must believe that you have already received what you are decreeing. This is the meaning of faith. It is not hoping you will receive it in the future. It is knowing you possess it now. This is the state of assumption. You must walk, talk, and breathe from the feeling of your desire already being your present reality. How would you feel if your dream came true this very second? What would that state of being be like? That feeling of relief, of gratitude, of joy, of peace. That is the creative power. You must generate that feeling within yourself, independent of any external conditions. You must give to yourself an imagination and feeling what you desire to experience in the flesh. This is the selection of a new state. You are not creating something new. You are simply becoming conscious of a reality that already exists for you in the infinite I Am. This then becomes a sacred practice, a daily ritual of creation. It's not a chore. It's a joyous act of remembrance. Find a quiet moment. Begin with deep, calming breaths, stilling the chatter of the outside world. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward, to the infinite space within you. In this space, use your imagination to construct a vivid scene that implies your desire is fulfilled. Don't see it as a movie on a screen. Enter the scene. Be in it. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you touch? Immerse all your senses in this new reality. Once the scene feels real, let the feeling of gratitude wash over you. Feel profound thanks for this reality which is now yours. Let that feeling of gratitude build until it fills every cell of your being. It is only from this state, this place of total immersion and gratitude, that you then speak your decree. Now the words are not empty. They are alive, charged with the creative fire of your own consciousness. This is how you command your reality. It is a fusion of mind, emotion, and spirit. You decide what you want. You construct it in your imagination. You embody the feeling of it already being true. And then, from that state of being, you speak the word, the decree, that makes it law in your world. This is the difference between pleading and creating. Pleading comes from a state of lack. Creating comes from a state of fulfillment. You already are the creator you seek to become. All your desired states of being already exist within you, waiting to be selected. The practice is to train yourself to live more and more in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to make that inner state your home. When you do, the outer world, which is but a mirror, must and will reflect the truth of who you have assumed yourself to be. This is the law. You are now armed with the knowledge, the words, and the feeling. But to wield this operant power with the precision of a master, you must understand the sacred currents of time and the rules of engagement. The ancient masters identified 3 sacred moments in each day when the veil between the worlds is thinnest, when your subconscious mind is most receptive to your commands. These are the moments of transition: the sunrise as the world awakens, the sunset as it prepares for slumber, and the precise window of 33 minutes before you fall asleep. At these times, your conscious, analytical mind begins to quiet down, allowing you direct access to the creative throne room of your inner world. To decree at sunrise is to command your day. To decree at sunset is to impress your will upon the night. And to decree in those final moments of wakefulness is to plant a seed that will gestate in the fertile darkness of your subconscious all night long, emerging as reality in your waking world. These are your power moments. Honor them. Use them wisely. Now, to the sacred laws of the decree itself. These are not suggestions. They are the mechanics of creation. The masters laid down 7 rules for effective commands. First, always speak in the present tense. You are not asking for something in the future. You are claiming a reality that exists now. Second, eliminate all words of doubt. Words like hope, wish, or try have no place here. They signal to the universe that you do not truly believe. Third, be brief and direct. Your command should be a laser, not a floodlight. Fourth, use a commanding voice. You are not pleading. You are the I am issuing a directive. Fifth, visualize with absolute clarity as you speak. See it, feel it, live it in your imagination. Sixth, you must feel the twin emotions of gratitude and certainty. Be thankful that it is already done. And seventh, and this is crucial, maintain absolute secrecy. Speak of your decree to no one. Telling others dissipates the energy and invites their doubt into your sacred creative space. This brings us to the ultimate application of this knowledge, the decree of instant manifestation. This is not a different technique, but the potent fusion of everything you have learned. It is the conscious, deliberate use of the 7 sacred words spoken during one of the 3 sacred moments while adhering to the 7 sacred rules. It is a focused burst of your creative power, designed for rapid and profound shifts in your reality. You enter the state of the wish fulfilled. You feel the gratitude, and then with a quiet, commanding inner voice you state, I am. I decree. Now. It is done. It is consummated. So it is. I manifest your specific desire here in the present tense. You speak it once with total conviction, and then you let it go completely, secure in the knowledge that what is done in consciousness must be done in your world. This is the art of selection at its highest level. It is you, consciously choosing your experience. But with this great power comes a great responsibility. The masters issued 3 final warnings that you must etch upon your soul. First, use this power only for purposes that are aligned with your soul's truth, for that which brings expansion, love, and life. To use it for harm or selfish control over another is to poison your own stream of consciousness, and the results will eventually reflect that poison back to you. Your decrees should elevate you and, by extension, all of humanity. This is not a tool for the ego, but an instrument for the soul's expression. You are a channel for divine power, so your intentions must remain pure. The universe always seeks balance and harmony. Align with that, and your power will be limitless. Finally, the warnings of silence and faith. After you have made your decree, you must maintain the seventh rule, secrecy, with unwavering discipline. Do not look for signs. Do not dig up the seed to see if it's growing. This introduces doubt and cancels your command. Your job is done. Your faith is now your shield. You must expect your results with a calm and confident faith, knowing that the universe's timing is always perfect. It may not come when your ego wants it, but it will come when the season is right. Trust the process. Live in the assumption of your desire fulfilled, and allow the bridge of incidents to unfold naturally. You have commanded reality. Now, let reality obey. You have done your part. The rest is law. You are the operant power. Live like it. The secret is out. The power has returned to your consciousness. You are no longer observing your life. You are commanding it from within. What you feel now becomes your next reality. So the only question that matters is, what reality will you command into existence right now? Let me know in the comments. What is the first decree you will make with this knowledge? Subscribe to this channel and activate the notifications, because this is only the beginning. You have remembered the law, and if this audio woke up the creator in you, the next video will show you how to apply it to reshape your world completely. Click it now and become the master of your inner state.